Hello and welcome to day 4 of my 5-part video series. My name is Julie. I am a personal trainer based in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm doing a series of 5 videos over the course of 5 days to help explain and break down a quick little wake-up routine I posted last week that can give you an energy boost in the morning or the afternoon or anytime you need it. So today is actually the final part of the routine. Tomorrow I'm just going to put everything together and do it in real time so you can follow along with me. Tomorrow would also be a great time to join if you have any questions or want to talk about anything that we've gone over the last couple of days. Today, proprioception! Woo! So, proprioception, for anyone who is not aware, is your awareness of where you are in space. It's just does your brain know where your joints are? And there's a lot of stuff to go through for this one, so we're just gonna get started once I set you up. All right. Phone is not. Okay. Kind of straight. I don't know if you can see my feet. That's kind of an important part of this. All right, so we are going to start with the ankles and work our way up. I just like to do things from the ground up. First, stand really tall, lengthen your spine, crown of the head reaches up towards the ceiling. I'm going to put my right foot out in front of me. Yes, you can see my foot. Okay. I'm going to imagine that there is a figure 8 on the wall in front of me, and I'm going to trace that figure 8 with my foot and my ankle. So I'll show you from the side here. We're nice and tall, leg is out in front. I'm tracing an imaginary figure 8 about 3 times. Then I'm going to go 3 times the other direction. From there, we're going to bend the knee. You're going to take your shin and see if you can make that infinity sign with your shin. And then, of course, see if you can go the other direction. Then, we're going to move the thigh. So imagine there's an infinity sign on the wall. We're going to try and make that shape with your knee. Now, the motion is actually coming from the hip, but the knee is doing the motion. Infinity sign, for anyone who does not know, looks like this. And then after 3 times, you would just switch directions. Okay, so we did everything in the front. Now you're going to take your leg out to the side and see if you can do the same thing. So figure 8 with the shin, motion's coming from your knee. Figure 8 with the thigh, the motion is coming from your hip, so it's a hip figure 8. Then we're going to do everything behind you. So stand up nice and tall, bend your knee, push your knee behind you. See if you can make a figure 8 going the other way, and then see if you can make an 8 with your knee, which is coming from your hip. You could even try this with your ankle. That will be very interesting. Okay, so then we roll through the other side. Same deal. We got ankles, we got knees, we got hips. If you're having trouble balancing with any of this, you're welcome to hold on to something or go stand next to a wall out to the side. Also, if the figure 8s are too hard, like your mind is blown and your brain is melting, you can just try some circles. So an example of a knee circle would look like this, basic ankle circle. So you can kind of gauge it based on how you're feeling. Next, lumbo-pelvic hip circles. Hips are going to go to the side. They're going to go back behind you, over to the other side, and out in front. When your hips go one direction, your shoulders and head go the other way. After about 3 of those, you'll reverse directions. Then, stacking your spine, we're going to go on to lumbar circles. So your lumbar spine, this part of your back, right here, that's where we're moving from. Soft knees. Take the crown of the head over to the side. Allow your torso to follow. Round forward, over to the other side. Slight back bend, and then back around. So after about 3 of those, again, you'll go the other direction. I'll show you from the side. Soft bend in the knees, neutral hips, lengthen, lean to the side, round, other side, slight back bend. I really like these because they kind of like wake up the spine. I get a lot of cracks, but it also lubricates your joints. Rib cage. You're going to take your rib cage out to the front, over to the side, back behind you, over to the other side. So you're tracing a full circle. Again, try both directions. If you want to get crazy, you can actually try a figure 8 here. You can try a figure 8 with any of these. And the reason that this works really well is because it's forcing you to concentrate and focus on what you're doing. You really have to think about it, hence it really wakes up your brain. It might also elevate your body temperature. You can do this with your shoulders. So here's a shoulder figure 8. You can do it with your elbow figure 8. So basically, pick a joint on your body, your wrists, and see if you can trace that infinity sign. You can also see if you can do a vertical 8. See if you can go the other direction. Sometimes switching directions is incredibly hard to coordinate mentally. But the whole purpose of it is just to wake up your brain. So if you're like, whoa, my brain is melting, that's a good thing. It gets you to think, it gets you to focus on what you're doing. And that's basically it for the proprioception. Like I was saying, like do three of each should be more than enough. And a quick note about the whole series. You don't have to do everything. You can pick and choose the parts that work for you, the parts that make you feel good, the parts that help energize you. Maybe you just want to do the sensory warm-up. Maybe you just do lymph drainage. Maybe you just do vestibular activation. Or for proprioception, maybe you just do knees and hips or just shoulders. It really depends on how groggy you are, how tired you are, how sleepy, overwhelmed, stressed. Depends on which areas of your body are tight and achy or sore. Some days you might want to do everything and do the full routine. And some days you're like, nah, I'm good. I feel great. You feel great? Just go live your life. So tomorrow I will be running through the whole entire routine from start to finish in real time. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're around, I would love if you want to join. That would be a great chance to come ask questions. If you can't join, please feel free to post your questions or send a message. I'm really excited for everyone who's joined so far. Please, I love your feedback. I love knowing if this was helpful. If you have any suggestions or ways that this could be more helpful, please let me know. What would you love to learn about? What would you love to hear about? I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll roll through the whole thing together. Have a great night.